Hello, everyone. How are you? It is Lori Hoy here coming to you from my office. And I wanted to share with you my day 3 of the 21 Days of Gratitude. I told you I'd come in here every single day during these 21 days and share with you just a little bit of what I do as a coach. In our 21 Days of Gratitude group, I'm asking them every single day to post to a prompt. And today's prompt was about one family tradition you're most grateful for. And several people have already posted in our private group on Facebook about that tradition. And the funniest part of the whole thing is, I would say probably like 80% of the ones that people have posted so far are about Christmas. And I didn't mean it to be Christmas. I mean, it could be any kind of family tradition that they had that they're most grateful for. And I'm sorry, this hair is driving me crazy already this morning. And I'm gonna go kind of two different ways with this one for me, because when I sat down and thought about it today, there was a moment of, because there's some things and as we get older, sometimes family traditions go away based on the fact that some of our family members are no longer either with us physically, or they leave and go, move somewhere different in the, away or whatnot. So I didn't want it to be sad, but I was thinking about family traditions and things along the lines of things that my family does that I'm most grateful for. And there was that moment of, there were all these things that we used to do. And because times have changed and things have changed, we no longer do those. But there's one family tradition, and mine isn't about holidays, but it's so funny that everybody, that's where they went. One of the family traditions that I want to talk about for my family is the fact that we started to go on a family vacation in Keuka Lake. And I think I've shared this with you guys before a little bit. Keuka Lake is a lake in New York State. My grandparents used to live on that lake. I grew up there basically every summer. That was what we did. My father and mother would, gather up all us kids and we would go up there, and that would be part of our vacation for the summer. We'd spend, I don't know, it felt like a month, but it probably wasn't that long, probably a week or two on the lake, boating and swimming and fishing and all those things that you do on a lake. But anyway, when I was pregnant with my son, Zach, he's now 22, we began a new family tradition, and that was that we went to Keuka Lake as a family and vacationed there for a week. Now, my grandparents had since sold the property, so we basically every year rent a property, and everybody in my family, my brother's family, my sister's family, my mom and dad, my family, go and spend a week together on the lake and do all the things. I mean, one of the things that we always did was play cards. That's something we always do every time we're at the lake. We play cards. Sometimes we would go on wine trips. I mean, not every time do we go to the wineries, but it's just one of those traditions that, yes, we have family traditions around the holidays, but the one that I am most grateful for is that one for some reason. It was the one that just seemed to bubble up over and over and over again. And I think it's because my grandparents were there, and that's where they lived. And so there's kind of a nostalgia about that particular family tradition. I had shared with you guys the other day my favorite childhood memory. If you didn't tune into that was on Monday. So either check it out on my YouTube channel, or you can look at it here on Facebook or on Instagram, IGTV. And that was doing the Fave Cousins Choir. So when I was young, that was probably my favorite family tradition, is getting together during Christmas holidays and putting on those. But the one that I think I'm most grateful for really is the trips we make every single year to the lake. We've only missed one, I believe we've only missed 1 year since that first time we went 22 years ago. And I actually didn't make the very first trip because I went into premature labor. I was supposed to go on a Thursday with my father, and my son decided to kick a hole in, the sack, right? And I went into premature labor on that Monday. And so that trip actually didn't really happen. I mean, my mom and my sister and my niece were there. And I've already shared that story about that. That was kind of, now looking back, it was funny, but at the moment it was not, to say the least. But yeah, family traditions are important, and I know there are some people out there that don't have a lot of family members still around, and I know that they make traditions with friends, and it's another way. And you could talk about your traditions that you make with your friends, because I think sometimes our friends are our family too. And one tradition that I have done with some of my girlfriends for, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years, is we would take one day and we go Christmas shopping. And I think this year might be the first year that I'm going to be unable to do it, which is which is sad. But we'll get together. I know we will. But that's in every one. We pick one day and we just start at, in the morning, and we just are, we are there till the sun goes down and eat dinner and whatnot. And I know with Black Friday coming, I know there are a lot of people that have that tradition as well of going out and shopping with their family and friends. But I have to say, the family vacation every single year at Keuka Lake is probably the one I'm most grateful for. It's that time of, relax. Sometimes over the holidays, we get so busy and caught up in all of those things that, and I'll speak for myself, we don't enjoy it as much as we probably should, because we are busy and whatnot. And at the lake, it's a little different, because there's not a lot to do, which is great, because you get that opportunity to sit and reflect and talk and play cards and go boating or lay out in the sun, or go have lunch at a local restaurant or whatnot. And so it's been the one that I have truly been the most grateful for. Now, I know I've shared this before in the last few days, but I would love to hear your stories, guys, of the things that your family, the family tradition that you are grateful for, if you're willing to share. All you have to do is you can either put it in the comments, or you can send me a private message and share that story with me. I'd love to hear them. And I loved reading all the ones of the ladies in my group that they've just shared over and over today. And it's just neat to see what other people do. Not just around the holidays, but other times of the year that they have these family traditions that they hold near and dear to their hearts. So anyway, that is all I have for today, guys. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. I need to get to the store to get the things that I'm going to make for our Thanksgiving meal tomorrow. I'm actually going to my in-laws tomorrow. And I will be on tomorrow morning bright and early. I'll be teaching a class in the morning, a dance fitness class, or maybe some other things thrown in with it. And then spending a few hours at the center, and then off to my in-laws for dinner, and then probably running up to my sister's house to spend some time with my family as well. So my son is going to Disney with my sister-in-law and brother-in-law, so I won't get to see him on Thanksgiving, but that's okay. We'll have our own Thanksgiving when he gets back. So I hope you guys, like I said, I hope you're having a great Wednesday, and send me those family traditions that you're most grateful for. I'd love to read them. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.